I think, yes, it's very relevant, and it's particularly, I think, important that a business school is undertaking such a project because, of course, there has been an idea that globalization, particularly in the business world, has been seen as the flattening of the world, and so to recognize that there's still a lot of new ups and downs, and that location matters, that geography matters, is, I think, very important. And we really have to try to conceptualize how to think of geography and physicality together with the virtual realities of globalization. So I think it's very important that it produce a new space, that we understand how this new kind of combination will emerge. Well, the way there are many reasons to look at history. One is to say that, the usual comment that unless you understand your history, you will repeat all the mistakes and the problems. But I think there are many more complex reasons to look at history. One of the most important is that people act in relation to how they see themselves historically, which communities they are part of, which identities they are part of. So we need to understand the histories that people conceive themselves within in order to see how they will act and how they can behave. Okay, so I think that's a very important reason for studying history. In the Chinese case, I think the Chinese, first of all, have a very long history, as everybody knows, one of the longest continuous recorded histories. And they themselves take their history very seriously. And in fact, one of the big debates in China today is whether, or about China, and to some extent in China, is about whether China should follow more a historical path of its own when it was its empire, or whether it should follow the path of modern nation states which seek to develop very differently, right? And so these kinds of questions, I think, are particularly important in the case of China.